Welcome to the channel, Gaming Army. This video finds us in our Centurion. It is the hero mech, the Yenlo Wang, and I'm reviewing this hero mech as well as many hero mechs as I can get to as part of PGI's Beach Party event. The event's still going on from now until August 4th, 2022, and among the loot bags and loot to be earned, you'll get your choice of a free hero mech. Now, I can't remember the last time. I want to say the last time they offered up a free hero mech was the Wolverine Quarantine during 2020 lockdowns. I could be wrong on that. There might be some stuff around the holidays, but the point is they don't do this very often, so don't miss this opportunity for a free hero mech. Get on and bang out the rewards as quickly as possible. Now, I'm going to help out on my end with doing as many hero mech reviews as I possibly can in the time we have together, and hopefully this will help you out in your hero mech choice. So our first drop that's playing out in the background is from a skirmish match on the Mining Collective. We'll let that keep playing as we continue our discussion on the Centurion, the Yenlo Wang. Now, Centurions in general, I feel, are kind of a very overlooked and underappreciated mech chassis. And as we dive under the hood, you're going to see why I feel that way. So if we take a look at the stock loadout, this is brand new, straight from the mech store. You can expect to find a single AC-20 in that right arm, 2 medium lasers, a top speed of 69.7 kph, your alpha strike is only 30, your heat management rating is 1.51. Still a very capable mech in this loadout. Now, why I think it's overlooked and underappreciated is if we take a look at the armor rating, it's given 336 armor plates out of a maximum of 338. And to put that in perspective, 338 is the max armor rating on the Hunchback. And in a stock loadout, Hunchback only has actually 320. So this is a very capable and tanky mech, and it's definitely worth a second look. And taking a second look at our drop, hopefully you can see that while this is all going on, we've been putting that autocannon 20 to work over and over and over again. In fact, we blew through our ammo, and we've been pushing the enemy the entire game. Now, they do manage to take us out with a back shot, which is a bit unfortunate, but when we check the end screen, in just this short time, we got a single kill, 3 assists, 507 damage done. Moving on to our next drop. This footage comes from an assault match on Grim Plexus, and we'll see how this plays out as we continue our discussion of the Yenlo Wang. So, taking a look at the quirks, you're going to find some big surprises waiting for you in the quirks department. I basically break them down into 2 overall categories: armor, which goes to your survivability, and ballistics. So taking a look at the armor quirks, you're going to find some big numbers waiting for you of things like plus 18, plus 22, plus 24. Those are some really nice armor quirks, and you get some bonus structure quirks to go with it. You've got a left arm bonus of an additional plus 16%. So this goes directly to your survivability on the battlefield. And if that doesn't hammer home the fact that this is a tanky little monster, I don't know what else will. Second category of the quirks, the ballistics that I mentioned, give you things like a UAC minus 20% jam chance. And then you have some other quirks that play into your ballistics as well. Things like a bonus to your range, a bonus to velocity, a bonus to cooldown. And that lends this mech into doing repeatable damage over and over again. So while it has a smaller alpha than other mechs out there, only 30, The quirks make it so that you can do the damage over and over again very quickly. And over time, that is definitely going to add up. So combining those things, the fact that you can do the damage quickly and repeatedly with high survivability makes this definitely a mech worth looking into, especially for newer players to the game, because you can play this pretty good right out of the box. Now, I know most of you are saying, but you've done some tweaking to your mech. Yes, I have, but actually my tweaks aren't as extensive as you could go. So looking under the hood of this particular mech that we've been viewing is you'll see just a couple of switches. The first thing I did is I switched out the 2 medium lasers for medium pulse. Yes, I'm definitely doing knife fighting and brawling in my mech. And I've added just a couple of things to it. Endo steel for some extra weight savings, and some case in the right torso, because that's where I've put my ammo. So my alpha bumps up slightly to 32 versus 30. My heat management drops a little bit to a 1.44 because the medium pulse lasers are a little hotter. And this build isn't even maximized to make it the most efficient build as possible. You can still add things like double heat sinks, ferro armor, all of that can be added if desired to give you even more options as far as weapons loadout, engine rating, or more ammunition if you need it.
Is being captured. Target destroyed.
Jumping back into the action on this drop, we've definitely been getting some work done on the enemy mechs, and we've been maximizing the amount of damage we've been able to soak up on that left arm as well. It's currently open, but I still have a lot of structure as well as a complete left torso for the enemy to grind through before I'm in danger of losing my mech. So we've been doing things like, I don't know, taking out the enemy Marauder. We took the left torso off that Kodiak, and we've managed to find an enemy crab and do some work on his legs, because who doesn't like crab legs? And now we're going to push in and ruin the day of the enemy Corsair. I know he's focusing my teammate, but he's going to give us as many back shots as possible, and I'll take every single one of them. Another interesting thing to be aware of on this mech, the way it is laid out, this mech lends itself to being the perfect zombie build. So even if the enemy does manage to take out your left arm, left torso, and even if they manage to take out your right arm and right torso, you're still in the game because you have a standard engine and you still have both medium pulse lasers to do damage with. So this is definitely a great mech for brawling, as the Wolverine just found out as we punched through his CT. Unfortunately, the leg crab gets the jump on us and is able to take us out. So switching over to the end screen on this drop, we wind up with 2 kills, 7 assists, 582 damage done.